and welcome to ISTV English News. I'm Dhanya. Let's take a look at the top story first. Father-son duo stab youth to death at Uripok. Both accused arrested by police. House of accused demolished by mob. The news in detail. Following a quarrel between two youths, father of one of the two youths along with his son came and called out the other youth from his house on the pretext of bringing a compromise, but stabbed him to death. The incident happened at Uripok Yambem Lekai last night. The deceased youth has been identified as Angom Birendra alias Ibomcha, 28, son of A. Basanta of Uripok Yambem Lekai. The murder accused father-son duo have been identified as Tongbram Chingshang Lakpa alias Tiken and his son Tongbram Nonglen Komba alias Abothe, 23. Both father and son have been arrested by police. Outraged over the incident, residents of the Lekai demolished the house of the accused father and son and also decided to expel the whole family from the Lekai. According to reports culled from the spot, a quarrel occurred between the two youths, Angom Biren and Tongbram Nonglen Komba, at the venue of worship. Other people stopped them from fighting and they went away to their homes. While Biren was having food at his house, T. Nonglen Komba and his father came and called him out on the pretext of settling the issue amicably. However, as heated arguments erupted once again between the two youths, neighbors went there and found Biren lying in a pool of blood from a grievous stab wound. Residents of the area tried to catch both father and son, but the father escaped and fled while they managed to capture his son, Nonglen Komba. He was later handed over to police. Expressing extreme anger and condemnation of the incident, the residents of the area demolished the house of the accused father and son located at Uripok Bachaspati Maning Lekai. Local clubs and Maira Paibis of Uripok Achom Lekai, Kumanthem Lekai, Bachaspati Maning Lekai and Yambem Lekai held a meeting today and resolved to expel the family from the Lekai, to make the family of the accused pay compensation amounting to 20 lakh rupees to the family of the deceased and to ask the authority to mete out fitting punishment to the accused according to law. In connection with the week-long celebration of Wildlife Week, a cycle rally on the theme Save Our Sangai, Save Our Pride, Save Our Culture was organized by Environment, Social Reformation and Sangai Protection in collaboration with Wildlife Forest Department today. Zilla Parishad member of Moirang Kunau Ka Tinungai, Indira, flagged off the cycle rally from the range office of Kaibul Lamjao National Park and converged at public ground Lafupat Tera. RO of the National Park, Biramangol, and many students took part in the cycle rally. Speaking to the media persons, Biramangol said, the Wildlife Week is celebrated at various parts of the state. The main objective of celebrating the week is to give awareness to the people to protect and love the wildlife in the state. He also appealed to the villagers living in and around the national park to extend cooperation in protecting and preserving Sangai.
Head office as the Lamtaraga. We Matang Pawiduna, Taiwa Popi, No Maiko, Kodak, some Pawna Salaga, the Pupateragi, we public ground, we Mayang Weba, we function numbers of Pantokchabulina, see ADSC Pantokchabani.
Noted writers Rajen Toijamba and Kesham Priyokumar were conferred the Thiam Radhe Sakhi Award 2014 and Khetri Mayum Yaima and Thambal Devi Memorial Sahitya Award 2014 at a function held at JN Manipur Dance Academy in connection with the Foundation Day of Laimayol Khorjai Kon, Laikon. The awards are conferred on selected writers every 2 years. MLA of Nauria Pakhang Lakpa Assembly Constituency R.K. Anand, President of Laikon Dr. K.H. Sarojini, President of Manipur Sahitya Parishad, Professor Elangbam Dinamani, and many writers and distinguished persons took part in the function. Rajen Toijamba received the Radhe Sakhi Award for his drama Chahi Taret Khuntakpa, 7 Years Devastation. The award carries a shawl, a citation and cash prize of 5,000 rupees. On the other hand, Kesham Priyokumar received the Khetrimayum Yaima and Thambal Devi Memorial Sahitya Award for his short story Nongkhong Tamna. The award carries a shawl, a citation and cash prize of 10,000 rupees. Addressing the gathering, MLA R.K. Anand lamented over the diminishing number of readers in Manipur. However, the number of enthusiastic writers is increasing, which will ensure that the treasure of Manipuri literature will remain full. It is worth praising that there are enthusiastic publishers who volunteer to publish the books written by eminent writers who are not in a position to publish them, he said. In today's national and international news, seeking to reach out to more people, Prime Minister Narendra Modi today addressed the countrymen over radio for the first time, giving a pep talk about how to shed despondency and use their skills for betterment and prosperity of the country. He advocated the need for use of khadi products as homage to Mahatma Gandhi and impressed upon the people to generate confidence among themselves, including the specially abled children. Reaching out to almost 99% of the country's population, the PM once again pitched for the Swachh Bharat Abhiyan. Let us pledge to affirm to remove dirt. Yesterday, we began the Swachh Bharat Abhiyan and I want you all to join this Abhiyan, he said during his Man Ki Baat program. Exhorting countrymen to believe in their strengths, Modi urged everyone to buy at least one khadi product and encouraged the tradition started by Gandhi. Specially abled children are the responsibility of the whole society. God may have chosen that family, but that child is the responsibility of the nation, Modi said. The Prime Minister said that he intends to continue this mass contact program and that he would address the nation at least twice a month via AIR. He also welcomed suggestions from the public to provide better governance. I want you to keep sharing these things with me. Together, let us serve India and take our nation to newer heights, he concluded. With 413 stations located across the country, AIR reaches nearly 92% of the country's area and 99.19% of the total population, say official figures. Seeking to distance itself from the controversy surrounding L. Sarita Devi's semi-final loss in the Asian Games, recently elected Boxing India President Sandeep Jajodia today said the matter is for the IOA to resolve with world governing body AIBA. Boxing India is saddened by the developments involving Miss Sarita Devi and the emotional outburst of the celebrated pugilist. India have asked for a review of the bout by an independent panel appointed by OCA. Meanwhile, it is learned that OCA may let off Sarita merely with a warning. However, AIBA is keen to take a drastic step. The opposition has objected strongly to the national broadcaster Doordarshan telecasting this morning's speech by Mohan Bhagwat, the chief of the Rashtriya Swayamsevak Sangh RSS, to the organization's cadres. The RSS is the ideological parent of the ruling BJP. It describes itself as a cultural outfit devoted to the betterment of the nation and upholding Hindu values. The opposition, which describes the RSS as anti-secular, said the telecast of the speech amounts to misuse of state television by the government. It is a news event for us and that is why we covered it like any other newsworthy event, said Archana Datta, a top official at Doordarshan. The opposition vehemently disagreed. DD is run by public money. So how is government using it to broadcast the RSS chief's speech, said Rashid Alvi of the Congress. The RSS uses the occasion to propagate its Hindutva ideology, said the CPIM, declaring Doordarshan has no business in broadcasting the speech. At least 2,136 Bru refugees have returned to Mizoram from the 6 relief camps in Tripura since June 21 last, State Home Department officials said today. The Bru refugees entered Mizoram on their own after discontinuation of the official repatriation process and settled in different villages in Mamit district, they said. The self-repatriated Brus would be given rehabilitation and resettlement package only after being identified as bona fide residents of Mizoram, the officials said. Mamit-based Bru Coordination Committee Chairman Elvis Chorkhi alleged that those who were willing to return to Mizoram were threatened and obstructed by some people. Joint NGO leaders at the relief camps and Bru leaders like A. Savibunga, president of the Mizoram Bru Displaced Peoples Forum, MBDPF, however claimed that the Bru people did not want to return to Mizoram unless their demands were met. The MBDPF has been demanding, among other things, that the rehabilitation and resettlement package should be increased from rupees 85,000 to rupees 1.5 lakh per family, and that the free ration to be provided to the repatriated families should be extended from 1 year to 2 years. Music legend KJ Yeshudas has suggested that women should avoid wearing jeans, saying it goes against Indian culture. Women should not cause trouble to others by wearing jeans. What should be covered should be covered, Yeshudas said at a function organized as part of the Gandhi Jayanti celebrations in Thiruvananthapuram on Thursday. The 74-year-old singer said jeans went against Indian culture, which valued simplicity and amiability as the greatest qualities of women. Taking exception to the singer's comment, activists from Kerala unit of the Congress Women's Wing took out a protest march in the city. AIADMK has called for a 12-hour bandh in all 4 regions of Puducherry, Karaikal, Mahi and Yanam tomorrow in protest against the false case imposed on party leader Jayalalitha, who has been convicted in an illegal assets case. A. Ravindran Uppalam Town Secretary of AIADMK said that the bandh would commence from 6 a.m. tomorrow in protest against the false case imposed on Jayalalitha and her wrongful imprisonment. 4 of the 5 AIADMK legislators, barring legislature party leader P. Purushothaman, were present at the press meet. National Security Advisor Ajit K. Doval met top American officials at Washington and discussed issues like security cooperation, international terrorism and terror finance days after Prime Minister Narendra Modi and President Barack Obama agreed to enhance Indo-US strategic ties. Doval yesterday met US Secretary of State John Kerry and held talks with his American counterpart Susan Rice. The meeting built on discussions held during Prime Minister Modi's visit to the US and covered issues such as defense cooperation, international terrorism, terrorism finance and law enforcement cooperation. State Department spokesperson Jen Psaki told reporters. Observing that this meeting was an important step in reinforcing our shared resolve, Psaki said that US-India joint statement issued after meeting between President Obama and Prime Minister Modi reflected on their expanding cooperation to bolster national, regional and global security. And now let's take a look at the top story once again. Father-son duo stab youth to death at Uripok. Both accused arrested by police. House of accused demolished by mob. Thanks for watching ISTV News, and for more news updates, do keep watching.